taking action for you this morning on TV 20 Detroit starts right now.
What's happening in entertainment with Greg Dunmore of PulseBeat.tv.
Welcome to another edition of PulseBeat with Greg Dunmore, and among the things we love, art, which is being featured all over the city of Detroit, and the Metropolitan Museum of Design Detroit, which is celebrating its anniversary. Also, we're going to spotlight Billy T in the D, and reporter Lauren Saunders is going to emphasize the importance of eye vision. Also, T Grizzly, his his new album, Coney Island, which is something that he loves. Also, something that he loves is giving from the heart. Stay tuned.
Love you so much, God. I thank you so much, God.
No, just everybody try to come out and see T Grizzly today. Well, getting ready a big meal for 100 people is quite a big thing to do. And he just called us back and said he wants to stretch it out and do another 100. Feed 200 meals. Well, T Grizzly's team contacted us, and we said, yeah, give back to the community also. It'll help out both ways.
What are you giving away?
Grilled chicken pitas with bacon, Swiss and American cheese, fries, and a drink.
It's amazing! Why? I'm up here supporting T Grizzly. I got my chicken pita, and I got my fries, and I got my drinks, and you know I had to show some love.
How long did you wait?
2 hours.
2 hours. Is it worth it?
Yep, always. I just want I want to see if I can take a picture with his mama.
It's great, I'm loving it. You know, we love giving back to the community, feeding the community, that's what it's about, you know. Y'all here to support the new album, right? Yeah! Y'all here to support T Grizzly?
Cameraman, everybody here.
Hey, how you like being here?
Everything's the crib.
Yeah, so
I got him.
like the nice turnout?
Come on. What's up?
Baby Grizzly on his way home. T Grizzly, there's more to come. Just know that.
Love you so much, God. I thank you so much, God.
Hello, and thank you so much for watching this segment. But for many of you, you're actually not watching the segment, you're only hearing my voice. And that's because thousands of people go through their daily lives like this. But don't let that stop you. Follow me inside, as so many people do, navigating the world unsighted. The Centers for Disease Control reports that more than 80 million Americans have potentially blinding eye diseases. Hello, I'm Lauren Sanders for PulseBeat, here at the Greater Detroit Agency for the Blind and Visually Impaired, their new location in Southfield, Michigan, where visually impaired people come for not just practical support services, but for a connection with a community that gives them hope.
4, 3, 2, 1.
This is a very important agency that does wonderful work. And agencies come to Southfield. We are the center of it all. They've picked a great building to be in, and with great access, not only for their clients to get into the building, but also for transportation. They're working to make sure that these folks have a full life, that they can function, that they enjoy every day just as we do, and have purpose.
I really like to see when people come here and they are really sad and just kind of have no hope. They just feel like I can't do anything. And once they start talking to us and seeing and meeting other people in similar situations, you can just see how they can just wake up. It's like, okay, I'm not by myself. It's good when people meet other people in similar situations. It just gives them hope, and they start to open up, laugh, have fun, and learn.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful, amazing, and that I always safety net where I can call them just in case if I need any type of help pertaining to my, my condition. Because I graduated from high school in '99, I want to be able to go to college. I want to be independent as much as possible without eyesight.
Oh, really?
I was born legally blind, or born blind since birth, and it's due to an illness that my mother contracted during her 8th month of pregnancy with me. It was rubella, and she got sick and passed it on to me. So I was born with congenital cataracts as a result. The staff would come to my home at about 1, maybe just less than a year old, to assist me with motor skills and socialization and mobility, and to make sure that I was hitting all my milestones as a baby in terms of like motor skills. It was difficult for me at first because I couldn't see things in front of me, but I live alone for the last 18 years. I actually own my own home. I have several college degrees, and I am currently studying to become a licensed clinical social worker, to take my exam. So I travel 95% of the time on my own, and I take care of all my business, household and personal care on my own. Things can be challenging at times, but it's just about finding a different way to go about things. It's a really good agency if you're blind or visually impaired and you're looking for support, if you're looking for resources, if you're looking for education to help you to gain independence as a blind person, and to become more independent around your home and out in public.
I had my first retinal detachment in 1989. Then my second retinal detachment was in 2017. So when I went to Henry Ford Hospital, they the one that showed me and taught me about Greater Detroit Agency for the Blind.
Sure. I'm Dr. Daniel Rathbun. I'm a scientist, not the other type of doctor, and I'm the senior scientist for Henry Ford Health's ophthalmology department. And we do a lot of service, especially focusing on vision, preventing blindness, and helping people with vision loss. We are providing free screening for diabetic retinopathy. So you can go blind if you have diabetes, or even if you have pre-diabetes, and diabetic retinopathy is one of the main ways that you can go blind. And so in 2019, the world's first FDA-approved artificial intelligence for any sort of health came out, and it was for diabetic retinopathy. So we're happy to come to the agency anytime they have enough people to be screened. But the Lions Club put it in this trailer that you see outside, or in this repurposed ambulance. And we can drive that anywhere in Wayne County, Monroe County. We'll even go farther out if we've got a lot of people that need to be screened. And we do it for free.
Well, the thing is, currently insurances don't cover the services that we provide, which is critical for that community. And there is no other agencies currently that's providing the services that we provide. And without those services, it's going to be a handicap, literally, for people that's going through that process. So we want to be able to sustain our agency here to be able to provide those services free, because we don't charge 1 penny for any of this training and tools and resources that we provide to our clients.
It's made a big change in my life, because when my vision went down in 2017, I didn't know how I was going to be able to, get around and maintain my independence on my own. Until when I came here, they had a mobility class, and the instructor showed me how to use my cane. There were different landmarks that we had to look out for, so we can know when we're to our destination. And by using the cane, you're able to get around, do whatever you need to do. You can still conduct yourself just like a sighted person can, but in a different way. And I never knew the Braille until when I got here at the agency in 2017. And just feeling the dots and knowing the placement of the dots lets you know you can still read without, seeing the words on the paper.
My vision for the agency is to be able to expand our services to reach a minimum of 1,000 people in the blind and low vision community in the Southeast Michigan. Long term, we would like to be able to serve all of the state of Michigan and be able to provide the training that's critical for that community to live independently and to continue to educate themselves and be able to be a part of the job market.
If you like what we're doing, please tell a friend, or if you want to see what we've done again, go to pulsebeatglobal.com. That's PULSEBEATGLOBAL.com. Thanks for telling the world about us.
It's all around the D with your man Billy T.
Hi, I'm Shaida. And I'm Micah. And I'm Janika. And this is Around the D with Billy T.
What's up, Detroit? It's your man Billy T. And today we're broadcasting from the WGPR TV 62 Museum. We're going to meet a young lady who went from a fashion model to a fashion designer. We'll check out her collection and hear her story. It's all around the D with your man Billy T. Let's go get him. What up, it's your man Billy T, and we are with my good friend Miss Micah Turner.
Hello, Detroit.
And Micah is a model turned fashion designer. Micah, how long have you been in the modeling business?
So Billy T, I started my modeling career back in 2012. I ended it in 2019, so about 7 years.
So you just ended it. You said, I'm through with that.
I did.
And then you said, I want to design my own stuff. Now, what brought that about? What in your mind? What you say? How did you come about that?
So that was honestly something that I've always wanted to do. Even as a little child, as a young lady, that was always my goal, was to become a designer. And so it was not until maybe in my teen years when I really start to see how society was shaping and molding the mindsets of our young women. Not only what social media was doing, but also television. And so in that, I saw a problem.
And what was the problem? And the problem
was so many of our young women, even today, do not know who they are. And so with that, we have, we've pretty much now taken clothing, taken our identity and said, hey, this defines who I am. And so however that dress looks, that's what we're showcasing.
And even if there's no dress at all.
Correct.
Sometimes there's very little clothing.
And that is the problem.
But you have a problem with that.
And I do have a problem
What
with
do
that.
you think about the way that our young women display themselves in society today?
So right now, what I see, especially myself being an aunt of 21 and counting, but I do not like the fact that our young women are looking to social media, looking at now the Brazilian butt list, the BBLs and the big boobs and whatever else that is now, the augmentation of the body, and whatever else is now being shown and showcased on social media and even our TV. But they're looking at this to say, this is how I need to be accepted. This is the only way that I can be taken serious, I guess, or in a sense, or this is the only way, or get attention.
Yeah, or be popular.
Or be popular, or whatever that may be. And so for me, it's like, what are we really now showing our young women? What are we really now showing our next generation? What are we telling them? Are we saying that, you know, for you to expose your body, show all of this, this is the only way you can get that attention? And which attention are they seeking?
Okay, all right. So you want to present a clothing line that young women can wear and be proud of and cover themselves up a little bit, but still look
very much presentable.
Okay, all right. And what's the name
of
your? Yeah, that's right. There you go. And that's the whole thing, right? Got to get that head turn. What is the name of your collection?
So the name of the collection is I Am the Collection. Because of who he is, I am.
Ooh, look out now. Look out. Okay, Miss Micah, let's check out your first model.
Come on. So our first model, we have Miss Shaida. And so Shaida is wearing one of my coat jackets. Really what the line is all about is more of your business casual, but still showing that we have style. You have class, elegance, and poise. So as you see with the coat jacket, it has that long outside collar that she can now accentuate up. She can bring it back down. She can lay it flat. It's however she really wants to wear that. She can flip the collar on the cuffs on the sleeves. As far as that silk top, it just accentuates, give that sexy vibe, but still very much so elegant.
Very nice. That's sharp. I
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
And now you designed.
I designed this. Yes,
Wow.
absolutely. I
That
love
is
it,
nice.
top to bottom, head to toe.
The dress too.
The dress too.
Look
yes.
at you, Micah
yes. It
Turner.
is a skirt and top, but
All
yes.
right, skirt and top. Okay, got you. Looks like a dress. What do I know? All right,
It's okay. It's okay.
That's why you're here.
That's why I'm here.
What else you got?
So our next model is Miss Janika. So she is wearing, again, a blazer, a long blazer coat. And with it is our matching set. So you have the pant and the matching blazer with that light color just to accentuate kind of grab the colors on the inside. So it now has that lighter green in a sense to bring it in. But this is really what I want to show. So that business casual, but you can take it up. She can wear this down. She can take it, if she want to take the jacket and pair it with jeans, she can. If she want to take the pant itself and pair it with something else, another blazer, she can. However she wants to do it is multifunctional.
It's business casual,
It's
but you
business
could also
casual,
wear that
but
out
you
after
can wear
work.
that out after work.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For
She can take
cocktails
that
or
up
whatever, yeah.
and she can take that right back down.
Sharp, sharp.
Yes.
Hey, we had so much fun. I want to thank our models, Shaida and Janika, and of course, our designer, Miss Micah Turner. Thank you so much, ladies. All right. We'll see you next time around the D with Billy T.
Thanks, Billy D, for doing it. Where? In the D. Stay tuned. There's something fascinating about being in Detroit, in the heart and soul of Detroit, and nobody does it better in terms of the cultural landscape than the Metropolitan Museum of Design Detroit. And among the many fascinating things that we are introducing you to at this 10th anniversary celebration of MOD is that we're standing in front of sculpture by actor extraordinaire, the late great Anthony Quinn. A lot of people thought he was Greek, but he was actually Mexican, and you see South American, and even though Mexico is technically in North America, but of course it symbolizes that Latino influence. And something you didn't know, that I'm gonna let you know, that I had dinner with Anthony Quinn in New York City a few decades ago, and it's bringing back a memory. So one never knows what you're going to find in the heart and soul of Detroit, especially when you're at the Metropolitan Museum of Design Detroit.
Now. Yasu Levendi. Boss, I have so much to tell you.
So, as founder and president, for kind of a lot of years, and sort of doing a lot with many others as a collaborator, I really needed some help. And Robert and I have been friends for a very long time. And so what I did is I reached out to Robert, and he said absolutely. He said absolutely, and he had a dream. He had a goal. His goal was actually shared by myself as well. His goal, his dream, was to honor Black design here in Detroit. This is a fact. There's only 3.2% of designers that are people of color. We need to change that. We also need to change and write the stories that people tell us. Change and make sure everyone is included in this historic city about the design.
So what is it about this place that brings people? Eric Beeman I met here. I met Brenda Naomi Rosenberg as well. So what is it about your place that attracts all these fascinating people? There's something spiritual.
It's something is spiritual. Bringing these people together, but also in this space they can be open. they already know it's inclusive. And I just wanted to say, because do you know the only people that are documenting the history of Metropolitan Museum of Design Detroit are you, Greg Dunmore, and you, Joel Boykin. So, Emmy Owini.
And it is our honor because even though I'm old, but I'm not old enough to have been there when the DIA first started, but I can say that I was part of the beginning years of a museum that is destined to become a world-renowned museum. And this is just the beginning stage, really. 10 years, you're still a baby.
Still a baby. Although we do say we're a toddler, we know what we want, and we're going for it. So yes, we're stepping up, stepping forward, and want everybody to join us.
Detroit is magical. We have done so many amazing things in the landscape of the world, not just Detroit, but the world. So when people come to MOD, we want you to see that culture. We want you to see those opportunities. We want you to be a part of it. And most of all, come, enjoy, become a member. We're looking to expand, we're looking to grow, and we want the world to be a part of it.
So this is a Halston original. This is from the 1960s. It's an ultra suede. And I actually wear this coat, but it looks so much better on her. It looks amazing. And this is a designer who's out of Paris. It's actually an original piece, and it's only 3 of them. And I'm really excited I own one of 3. So this is one of my amazing pieces. I've worn it to 2 galas. So I just say I love fashion. My mother was a fashion designer, and I guess I'm just carrying on a tradition because I love couture.
Now, I asked Brenda Jackson, I said, who was her favorite singer? Because my favorite singer, who I thought was the quintessential singer, was Aretha Franklin. Yeah. And so I asked that question because I'm going to ask you, who is the quintessential designer of designers? Is there one name that stands above them all?
I'm going to say Lagerfeld. I love Lagerfeld. He has very clean lines, very eccentric, and the stuff that he does in there is timeless. So I say there would be Lagerfeld, and my runner-up would be Halston.
Now, what makes the Metropolitan Museum of Design in Detroit such a wonderful place? There's something magical that happens out of this museum. So for you, what makes this a definite destination for the world to experience?
I think when you come to Detroit, this is like a destination you have to show up to. The exhibits change every 45 days. And you're always so impressed with what they show up with. And I mean, when I tell you can take a tour around the world, just coming to this one space, it's a tour around the world. It's always very authentic, very fresh, and you get the cutting edge. It's like having a looking glass to see around the world from one space. It's an amazing opportunity, and I think everyone should join and be a member of this museum. I am. And I support them with any events they have, if anything that I can do to help support them.
But let us know the magic behind MOD, the Metropolitan Museum of Design Detroit. What makes this museum, celebrating now its 10th anniversary, an exceptional part of Detroit's cultural landscape?
Because it celebrates design of all kinds. Clothing, people, furniture, artists. It just celebrates design as an art form, where most people don't anymore. Art historian, and that's what I consider myself. My collection spans over a century, so it's not just vintage at this point, it's antique. And it has a message. Art, clothing depicts what was ever going on in society at a given time.
Now, this is just a sampling of what you do better than anybody. And so can you let us know about this particular exhibition or a sampling of what you do? What are the gowns that you have on exhibition here, and why did you pick these particular gowns?
They picked them. This one is a haute couture gown from the 60s. Italian designer to design for the elite and celebrities in Europe. The black jacket is Yves Saint Laurent in the 70s. I have some Schiaparelli laying on the floor with the hat and the scarf. And the alligator purse is from the 1890s. It has opera glasses on the inside, a dance card, powder puff, and the fan is broken, so they have a card for Tiffany to repair it. But I just love beautiful clothing, and I love the way the designers thought of a woman's body back in the day.
Is there anyone young that's on the scene today that you know is going to be a collectible designer because of what your eye sees and what they're doing?
Bishmi. He is so creative and innovative in his designs. He just won Project Runway, but he has a beautiful road ahead.
This gallery museum, the Metropolitan Museum of Design in Detroit, what's the magic? This is your first time here.
Well, we have we have a lot of things coming up that we're collaborating with the museum and music. It's going to be unbelievable. Detroit is going to put Detroit on the map in a way that you never imagined.
Listen, things are happening in Detroit now that heretofore nothing. And then all of a sudden in the last number of years, little by little by little by little by little. And it keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. And speaking about these phenomenal up-and-coming designers, it's just amazing what's happening. I'm thrilled.
Oh man, it's a beautiful place. A lot of eclectic artwork. I met a lot of amazing designers here. I'm a fan. I think I might become a member.
And you know what? No, you got to become a member. And look over there. That is the work of Anthony Quinn, the actor.
Where? Right
Those
there?
two sculptures, yeah. And
Is
we're going to
that
go
right?
over there, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, Anthony Quinn. So you never know when greatness of international acclaim is right in the heart and soul of Detroit.
Well, we in Detroit, so I don't think nothing less than the greatness.
Fantastic. Thanks for joining us on this edition of PulseBeat with Greg Dunmore. And remember, we do this because we love who? You. Until the next go-round.
Let's go. Up. Again. Up. Down. Yasu Levendi. Boss.